Hey everybody, back in the shop today, and I'm going to work on getting all this stuff set on this 5.3 so we can get this old puppy in the Suburban. So I'm going to start with getting them other two bolts in here for the valve cover on both sides. Get coil pack set on. Spark plugs in. Dampener on. And the bolt. And if the headers show up, we'll get the headers put on, but I think they'll be here later. And maybe get a hose to go from here up to here. We'll cap that one off. So yeah, we got a little bit of work here and we'll get this thing ready to go. Another thing I need to put on is this coolant steam port kit. So I'll kind of get all the ports bolted into place front and back, and then I'll pre-assemble and just slip under so I don't have to pull this intake back off. Unless I struggle with it, then I'll pull it off, but for now I think I'll be fine. So this is just a kit with stainless lines and a splitter block and everything. So comes with some O-rings. You got to put some O-rings on the bottom of that. Then it has these caps that hold it down so you can bolt it into place. So with this retainer holding this on, you can see I got it all assembled on here. This can pivot till you tighten this down. So I'll leave these just snug enough where I can still move them. So when I fish in my lines in here, I can get it perfect, snug it up, and then tighten that. All right, so I did have to pull the intake off. I got this thing all piped together, so I'll get it set on and tightened up. All right, there we go. Got all steam ports on. That'll go up to my throttle body and then up to the radiator. So get the intake set back down and bolt it up. There we go, lines all in, hooked up to the throttle body. Now I'll get these bolts dug out of a bag and get them in. Got these bolts put in, torqued them all, 12 foot-pounds. I don't remember what the torque is, but it felt right, so I dealt with it. Intake's all tightened back up, same thing. So now I'm gonna go ahead and pop some spark plugs in it. For spark plugs, I'm using these TR6s, NGK V-Powers. Use these in boosted applications, but you know, just normal setup, they work great. Cap it at 30 thou and run it. Sweet, with that done, spark plugs are in. I'm gonna get these coil packs all bolted up here. Missing a few bolts, so I'll just have like 2 or 3 in each one for now. I ordered Taylor wires, they'll be here in a few days, but that doesn't matter. So yeah, let's get them coil packs set on here. There we go, got them dirty coil packs put on there. So now I think I'm gonna finagle some motor mounts on down here. These are some swap mounts I bought a while ago. I can't remember the company name, but I bought several sets of them. I think it was like 3 or 4 sets of them for 100 bucks. Bought a bulk order, and I tell you what, there's some of the nicer mounts I've been around. The only thing I didn't like is the slot, which is nice for getting it kind of into position, but then you got to really make sure you snug it down where you want it, or else it, I don't know, it seemed like it wanted to lean funny sometimes. But other than that, they were great mounts. They fit right in, have the adjustment slots in them. But I'm hooking up to the transmission that's in the truck, not moving transmission transfer case. So I have it slid so the mount's forward, engine's back. So that's where I'm gonna run it. Now I gotta put the new water pump bolts in because I had a couple that were bad. So I got 4 holding it together. So I'm gonna throw 3 in there in each side. Got these Allen heads. And I got them from Rogue Bolt. Just eBay brand, whatever. Got it on eBay. But it was a good price, so we'll run them. Alright, water pump bolts are in. Highly recommend anti-seizing the shaft and threads on these. They do like to stick in the aluminum. But anyways, got these all in. Now let's get this balancer knocked on there. Alright, get the harmonic balancer on, which it still has a smidge it could go. I go to O'Reilly's and I just buy the kit instead of renting it, but it's the 67006. And that's what I use for getting the balancer on. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and run this bolt in. Honestly, I'm not going to torque it. I'm just going to rattle it in with my 3/8 DeWalt impact. Like that, it is in, snugged up. Just went until it stopped and held the trigger for another ugga-dugga or 2. It ain't going to come out, so I'm not really concerned. Alright, I went ahead and threw a hose on here to the breather in this valve cover. This one that came behind the drive-by wire throttle body, they put it in the intake. I'm going to cap that off, and I'm going to cap this one off. So I also put the oil pressure sensor in. Throttle cable's hooked up. This is just for a 99 2001 Chevy half-ton. You just got to bend the pedal a little bit, but this all clips right in. So anyways, I'm going to roll this out of the way and I'll try to get the Suburban stuffed in here after I clean up all these boxes.